Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in North Las Vegas. I believe it's the 3rd of October. Glad you guys could come along today and check out my video. I really do appreciate it. Today, as you already know, we got some Dollar Tree, the end of the September 24th drop, Dollar Tree stuff. I picked up just a few titles, and I had a friend also pick up or send me a few that he had duplicates of. So I'll show you those also, and we'll tell you about who that was. So, also some Disney titles, just a few, couple, I think four, I believe. So yeah, stick around. Let me show you what I picked up and what's out there potentially in your Dollar Tree. And let me know down below what you thought of what I pick up, and whether you found these or not. Because especially one of them, these Dollar Tree, I could not find here, and had to resort to reaching out to my buddy to send me this one. So, but I'm excited to watch it. So here we go. First one up is the Big Bambino himself. That's right, the Babe Ruth story. Babe Ruth story. I think I saw Cool Duder had picked this one up, and I thought, I'm going to look for that. What a guy. What a story this is, and I've not watched it, so thought it would be interesting to watch. There, get rid of that. Okay, Babe Ruth story, 110 minutes long. Of course, it's a documentary. George Herman Ruth, the Bambino, the Sultan of Swat, was born on the waterfront streets of Baltimore in 1895. This DVD with rare archival film captures this legendary fun-loving hero on and off the field. He was signed by the Baltimore Orioles in 1914 for $2,500 a year, and then sold to the New York Yankees for $475,000 in 1919. He earned a whopping $80,000 in 1934, and his stats are as impressive today as they were then. His lifetime average was .342. That's higher than anybody in the national or the whole league, I believe, right now. It may be close, but man, he was amazing. 714 home runs, 60 in 1927 alone. 2,213 runs batted in, and as a pitcher he twice won 20 games and ended his career with an ERA of 2.28. Just amazing. So yeah, I'd like to watch this one. Let me know down below if you guys were able to pick that one up yourself. Alright, then I think this is a little alien movie here. Angels, demons, they're beyond that. Being. No idea what that's all about. It's 85 minutes long from 2019. A drama, sci-fi evidently, and it appears not to get very good reviews. But hey, that never stopped me before. Small-town native Joseph Byrne has been missing for 6 years, and his friends and family believe he's skipped out on them. When he returns home without explanation for his absence, strange things begin to happen on his family farm. Everything electrical stops working, even smartphones and cars. Sheriff Campbell won't come out that night to help, while Reverend Campbell blames demons. Soon, Joseph and his friends find out it's something far stranger, an alien being. Yeah. Kind of a creepy looking thing. Hey, I like my alien stories. Don't judge. Next up, the hardest working man in Hollywood. And I love old Robin Tunney. Robin Tunney and Nicolas Cage in Looking Glass. 103 minutes, 2018. It's R-rated, a thriller. Kind of creepy, I think, from what I'm reading. It gets, middle of the road reviews. Looking Glass is a psychosexual thriller. Yeah. Now the psychology person comes out of me. As you guys know, a psychological aspects of the sexual impulse is a psycho thriller, or psychosexual thriller. Okay. Following a couple who buy an old motel in the desert looking for a new beginning. What seemed like an escape becomes a thrilling ride through a mysterious world when Ray, Nicolas Cage, witnesses a horrifying murder. In a twisted game of cat and mouse, Ray must race to save his wife and himself from a gruesome secret connected to the motel and the strange people who visit there. Evidently, this is the Canadian version. But I have not seen this one, so yeah, glad I picked it up. Psychosexual, little Freudian stuff going on here. Now these next two I picked up for a family member. I already have these on Bluray, I do believe, but yeah, I'm a Star Trek fan from way back when, boy. I watched them from the very beginning on the TV series, and then of course I've watched all of the movies. This is I'm amazed I found this, or we're finding these in Dollar Tree. So I'm going to give this to one of my family members that it's not really, he hasn't watched much of Star Trek, so I wanted to get up on it. This is Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. It's a PG, 1982, 112 minutes. One of my favorites. Of course, we have all the original characters in there. Spock, Captain Kirk, and the Doctor. Speaking of Star Trek, how about Star Trek VI, The Uncovered Country? Yeah, excuse me, The Undiscovered Country. Yeah. PG from 1991. 113 minutes. Of course, this was the last film with the entire original series cast. So yeah, I wanted to pick this up for him, for my my relative, so he can check that out for himself. Good stuff. Let me know down below if you guys are Star Trek fans. Well, I saw this and I thought, Ron Perlman, that looks cool. I like Ron Perlman in Run with the Hunted. Never heard of this one. Never heard of it. Run with the Hunted is not rated, 92 minutes from 2019. It's a drama thriller, and it gets middle of the road reviews. Oscar, a young boy, commits a noble murder, and is forced to run away from his rural homestead, leaving behind his best friend, Lou. 15 years later, he has forgotten his past and becomes the leader of a band of lost children. Lou takes it upon herself, to find the boy who saved her life. A noble murder. I don't know what that is. Run with the Hunted. Alright, now this one I picked up, and then as soon as I got home, because this particular Dollar Tree that I went to, I'm unable to do a scan. My internet just doesn't work. So I have no idea. I didn't know I had this one already, or had already ordered it from Hamilton Book, I do believe. But Blood Makes You Family, in a movie called Behind You. Behind You. R-rated, 85 minutes from 2020. Of course, it's a horror flick. It gets middle of the road reviews. Belongs in the Conjuring universe. We'll see. A demonic entity summons young Claire to release it from the hidden mirrors in her estranged aunt's home. Olivia must now defeat the malicious entity that has possessed her sister and escape the clutches of their deranged aunt before it's too late. It's put out by Vertical Entertainment. Let me know if you guys have seen this one. No, I haven't. I'm going to have it twice here soon because I haven't got my Hamilton Book ordered yet. But yeah, I'm going to give that away to somebody. Excuse me, just a second. This is the movie I was talking about. I couldn't find for myself anywhere in none of my close Dollar Trees. And I wanted to get this for myself, and my wife wanted to watch it. So John Candy's, I think it was his last theatrical performance before he passed away. Canadian Bacon. Thank you so much. Arthur is the Bomb on Instagram picked this up. He had doubles, and I got them. The next all four of these movies I picked up from him. So I'll leave a link in the description below where you can pick up. You can check out Arthur is the Bomb on Instagram, and occasionally he has doubles, and he will sell them to you for reasonable. I believe reasonable. Anyway, thank you, Arthur. I do appreciate it, and yeah, glad to have this Canadian Bacon in my hands. Like I said, I could not find it. A determinedly wacky comedy. Candy is, as usual, lovable. Surrender pronto or we'll level Toronto. This is delightfully ludicrous. Political send-up, brimming with madcap hilarity and side-splitting slapstick, starring legendary funny man John Candy as well as Rhea Perlman, Alan Alda. I loved Alan Alda. Ugh, can't talk today. Rip Torn and Stephen Wright. It's one funny, acidic satire. Yes, indeed. It is indeed a satire. It's PG, 95 minutes from 1995. Written by Michael Moore. Right? Michael Moore. Yeah. Last theatrical movie release of John Candy. Yeah. Can't wait to watch. I've not seen this. I've heard lots about it, lots of good things about it. So, me and my wife will be watching that. All right, next one. This is also from Art. Something called Burn. Burn. Never heard of this one either. It's 2019, 88 minutes, R-rated. It's a crime thriller. Actually gets pretty good reviews. When a lonely, unstable gas station attendant is held at gunpoint by a robber, she takes matters into her own hands regardless of who gets hurt. It's also evidently a Canadian release of this movie. We'll check it out. Let me know down below if you guys have seen that one, what you thought of it. I have no idea. Lupita Nyong'o and Josh Gad in Little Monsters, also from Art. Thank you, Art. Let's see. Little Monsters, 2019. R-rated, 93 minutes. It's a comedy horror. It's probably not too good. I mean, it may get, I don't know, middle-of-the-road reviews from what I've seen. But it does have zombies, so I'm in. A teacher and a kids show personality team up to protect a group of young children from a sudden outbreak of zombies. Also, this appears to be the Canadian release of this movie. And the last one I picked up from Art, Jennifer Lawrence in this one. She was very young, I suspect, in this movie. House at the End of the Street. From 2012, 101 minutes, PG-13. It's middle of the road reviews, but I enjoy Jennifer Lawrence. It's a suspense thriller. It has a bunch of twists in it, evidently. Academy Award nominees Jennifer Lawrence for The Hunger Games and Elizabeth Shue star in the edge-of-your-seat horror hit packed with heart-pounding thrills and gripping suspense. Newly divorced Sarah and her teenage daughter Elissa have just moved into the suburbs for a fresh start, but their hopes quickly shatter as they learn that years earlier a grisly murder took place next door when a deranged girl killed her parents and disappeared. The girl's older brother, Ryan, still occupies the house, and when he befriends Elissa, His secretive past could become her worst nightmare. I thought I had this one. I looked in my database. Like I said, I couldn't find it, so what the heck, I picked it up again. I'll look better tomorrow and see if I do have it. But House at the End of the Street. Thank you, Art, so much for picking or sending me these along. I do appreciate you, and hopefully other folks will come and check you out too. I'll leave a link, like I said. Now I picked up Disney Movie Club. I'm of course trying to fill in my gaps on my Disney movie stuff, and recently they've been knocking it out of the park with these Disney Blu-ray exclusives. So the first one is Ray Bradbury's Something Wicked This Way Comes. What do you guys think? What do you think is the Disney's scariest movie? Is it Something Wicked This Way Comes? It's one of them, I'm sure. Maybe, you know what? I used to think Return to Oz was kind of creepy. Mr. Boogedy was right up there for me. What else? Let's see. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad was kind of creepy. Don't Look Under the Bed was kind of creepy. Anyway, this one, this is great. It's on Blu-ray now. It's PG, 1983, 95 minutes long. This is based on Ray Bradbury's novel from 1962, which I believe I read way back when. Not in 62, but a few years later, I think I read that. And yeah, the reason this is creepy to me, it was creepy and is creepy, is because I lived in a small town when I was growing up in Moundsville, West Virginia, when I was real small. And they used to have these crazy, creepy carnivals come through, very small carnivals. But I remember them being scared at the fun house and all the little, the sideshow things they had. But that's what this is about. It's a creepy carnival guy. This is one of Ray Bradbury's most popular and intriguing novels of good and evil comes to life in this spine-tingling motion picture. On a grim and gusty October day in Greentown, Illinois, two young boys encounter a distressed man who foretells of danger blowing their way. Soon after, the town is visited by a seductive stranger named Mr. Dark and his pandemonium carnival. Let me know if you guys had little carnivals that used to come through. Of course, this is back, for me, it was in the 60s that I I came across these carnivals, and I used to go, loved going, but they always creeped me out. Another one of those movies that are right up there for Disney as far as scary, I guess. The Watcher in the Wood. The Watcher in the Wood. PG, 1980, 84 minutes. It's a supernatural horror. This was actually, when it came out in the theaters, it was only in the theaters for 10 days because it wasn't received very well, and it was pulled after 10 days. They evidently reworked the ending numbers of times until they finally released it again. And when they did release it again, it actually it did pretty well after that. Of course, people now enjoy it, I guess, but legendary actress and two-time Academy Award winner Bette Davis stars in this frightening and atmospheric thriller. When an American teenager joins her family in an English country house, she experiences strange and supernatural occurrences. Mrs. Islewood, who's Davis, the kindly caretaker, knows the dark secret behind the happenings and prepares for the return of a young girl who died mysteriously some 30 years earlier. The Witcher in the Woods weaves a haunting, riveting tale that stays with you long after the explosive ending. Yeah. Kind of cool. Let me know, what's your most scary Disney movie? Let me know in the Let me know in the comments below if you would. This next one is also a Disney Blu-ray exclusive, a comedy that I thoroughly enjoyed way back when, The Apple Dumpling Gang. The Apple Dumpling Gang is G-rated, 1975. 110 minutes. I like this one. I especially like Don Knotts and Tim Conway. Thought they did a great job in this little movie. Head for cover, the Apple Dumpling Gang is heading this way. This hilarious tale stars Don Knotts and Tim Conway as a pair of bumbling outlaws who unwillingly turn into two unlikely heroes. The fun begins when a card shark, Bill Bixby also, inherits three young orphans in a wealth of problems. After the youngsters stumble upon a huge gold nugget, they must fend off the greedy townsfolk. So the kids join forces with the clumsy crooks to stage a robbery of the gold. Let me know if you've seen this one, what you thought. I thought it was hilarious when I was a kid. When I was younger, not a kid. I saw it in 1975, 1976. Yeah, I was in the Air Force then. Just got in the Air Force. And last from Disney's Blu-ray exclusive release of, The Computer Who Wore Tennis Shoes. G-rated, 1969, 91 minutes. When I saw this movie, I was 16 years old. Of course, it had Kurt, one of my favorite. Kurt Russell was in this. College student Dexter Riley, played by Kurt, turns from a slacker into the world's smartest human in the Disney comedy The Computer Who Wore Tennis Shoes. The hilarity begins when Dexter repairs an old computer, a gift from the town's, this is way too small, for the town's most successful businessman. So yeah, he gets kind of like shock or something, and his memory becomes just amazing. I remember liking this, but glad to have it on Blu-ray to add to my ever-growing Disney collection. Let me know what you guys thought of that one. And last but not least, this is a pickup from Goodwill that I'd been looking for quite a while, and I saw someone else on YouTube pick this up, and I started looking for it in earnest and found it. In this town, there are no accidents, and this movie takes place in a fictional Nevada town. Desperation, Nevada. Yeah. Stephen King's Desperation. Let's see, it's R-rated, 131 minutes. It's a very long movie. 2006 fantasy horror. It was a TV movie back when. ABC put it out. And I remember hearing Stephen King was really pissed because I think it was American Idol or something that came on. ABC put it on right up against American Idol's first episode or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he was mad because it was put out on that day, and it didn't do as well as he would hoped. But I've watched this movie, let's see, a couple times, and I watched it again yesterday or the day before, and pretty darn good movie. It's actually named Desperation, but it's based. Stephen King was doing some traveling, I guess, way back when, and went through a town here in Nevada called Ruth, Nevada, and that kind of inspired this movie because it's a very small town. Unsuspecting travelers take a detour to terror when they're arrested by a small town sheriff and jailed in a desolate town whose streets are littered with the dead bodies of local residents. The captives manage to escape only to discover that Desperation, Nevada is more than just a town gone wrong. It's the terrifying source of unbridled evil. Yeah, put out by Lionsgate. If you haven't seen this movie, and you like Stephen King stuff, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really pretty darn good. And it also has Ron Perlman in it as the sheriff. And I believe there's a novel. I think I may have even read it back in '96. But anyway, that's it. That's it, you guys, for my hauls for this week. It's from Dollar Tree and Disney. So let me know what you thought. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Come on, help this old fart get to 2,000 subscribers. What do you say? I do appreciate you watching. My next video, today is Sunday, will probably be Wednesday or Thursday, in which I'm going to have another giveaway. So stay tuned for that. So, hey, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I got football to watch here later on. I'm a big NFL football fan. So, yeah, that's it. That's it from North Las Vegas. You guys keep smiling, keep having fun, and until next time, peace.